Okay. Testing. Doesn't look like my microphone. All right. This is weird. I'm trying the new live thing with YouTube. So I don't even know if this is going to save or what. Who the fuck knows? So I was tagged by 2 people, maybe 3, for this top 5 desert island beer styles. So if you're trapped on a desert island, what would be the top 5 beer styles you would have? Now, because I'm not in BeerTube anymore as a beer reviewer, the people who tagged me said, "Oh, he's not going to answer." Well, fuck you. You don't run me. I run me. So I'm going to answer. I know some people have given... A bunch of people have done this now. I know some people have given specific beers within that style too. I'm not going to do that because honestly, most of them are just beers you've never had and will never have anyway, because they'd probably mostly be from the Maritimes at this point. And half the time I can't remember what beer is which anyway, because I don't really pay attention to that shit anymore. I don't click or check off lists and shit like that. I don't have fucking Untapped and all that nonsense, all that garbage. So I don't really care about that stuff. So top 5 desert island beer styles, and I'm just doing this off the cuff. I didn't write up a list or anything like that. I just got off work an hour ago or so and just enjoying a little bit of morning whiskey. Rock Lobster. So there we go. Okay, so what would be my top 5 styles to have on a desert island, trapped on an island? First one I'd probably go for is sort of a style I've really sort of gravitated towards in response to my disappointment with sort of session IPAs. I'm not a big IPA fan anyway. I think most of my friends at least know that. But session IPAs I've tended to find even more just terrible. Very light in body, but not in the refreshing sort of lagerish way. It just seems weak sauce and too many hops and too much hop flavor. But I find India Pale lagers to be refreshing, flavorful, and basically I think every one of those I've had out of the style, I've only had a few, just a handful, but they're great. Especially if if they're going for that sort of tropical fruitiness kind of thing. I tend to really gravitate towards it. This is really weird because I'm seeing this actually play out live for me right now on this thing, and instead of popping up the chat and everything in a separate window and all that shit. That's wow. YouTube seems to be getting its shit together somewhat. Weird. All right, so there's one. India Pale lagers. 2, I would just go for somewhere within like the Vienna lager sort of style. I'm trying to think of the name of the fucking lager that Spindrift makes. The Spindrift, their lager is just their standard lager. They say it on the can too. I wish I had a can of it right here so I could read it off. But there is a sort of weird style lager where it's not quite Vienna lager. Like it's still very Pilsnerish, crisp and stuff like that, but it's got a bit more body, a bit more flavor. And it's not Helles or any that bullshit. It's something I didn't know about until Spindrift made it, and then I looked it up. I was like, oh, that's actually a legit style. So there you go. But whatever the fuck that is, anyway, look it up. But I mean, you could just basically, I could just chop it down to flavorful lager, I guess. Good, light, refreshing lager that's still got some flavor. That would work. So number 2, there we go. A lager with some balls and character instead of just being like Miller Virginian Draft or Coors Light or and I'm talking, this is something even that's like slightly better than like Coors Banquet or Pabst Blue Ribbon or something like that, which is a teeny bit more substantial and interesting than most of the shit out there. Desert Island styles. Number 3. I would go for a nice solid red ale. That would probably be my next one to go for. I'm not talking as much as I'm like really kind of enjoying these more hoppier red ales. Just something nice and malty and a little bit of character to it. I definitely go for that. Not much more to say about that, really, is there? So move on. Number 4. Got to pick a couple things here that are big, I think. So we'll end off with like 2 big styles, maybe. Number 4. Oh, strong Belgian ale, strong golden Belgian pale ale. That would be something to go for, because you got all kinds of interesting possibilities with that. You could bring in some nice little sour notes here and there. You got the different yeast character from the Belgian style. You still got that refreshing sort of quality to it. It's not overly hopped and crazy like a North American pale ale would be. You got a little bit of a higher alcohol kick, which is cool. And and I mean, in this case, I could immediately name off like something in the style that would work. Duval, instantly, that would be the one I'd think of. And moving on over there, this is one where I can actually name the beer as well, because this is really the only beer in that style, technically, because the beer itself is the style. Although, really, I guess it's technically probably just a Belgian ale or maybe even a Belgian sour to some degree. I don't know what it would fall under now, but Orval. I would love to have Orval, Duval, a nice red ale, a nice lager, and a nice India Pale lager. If I'm on a desert island, I'd probably be set. Which is weird for me to, when I think about it now, how much I love British styles and how much I love like stouts and stuff like that. But yeah, I've kind of, my palate's kind of changed over the years where I'm just not as into that stuff as much anymore. I almost said, I think the Albino Rhino, I watched some of his video. I think he mentioned like a black lager or something like that. Like that would be another thing I'd think of maybe adding to this list, but I only have 5, so that's what they are. So there you go, kids. Oh, trying to finish off this rock lobster. I keep wanting to say rock lobster, rock oyster. Before it turns a little, which whiskey can do. I don't want it to lose all of its peatiness. Sometimes these slightly more sort of lightly peated ones can start getting a little too sweet. Paul's in the chat. He says B52s. I know that's a drink of some sort, but I'm not a bartender. I don't really mix drinks outside of like gin and tonic and shit like, rock lobster B52s. But like I said earlier in the video, I just got off work. I'm fucked in the head. Tired as shit. So yeah, no, I got to tag people now. I have to fucking tag people in this shit. Yeah, you caught me right at the end there, Paul. But I got to tag people now. So almost everyone's been tagged. So I'm probably gonna have to go for some unconventional choices here. First off, I will tag one Dave Coulter. Yes, indeed, my friends. The douchebag who talks to the fucking wind himself. Fuck this moron. Honestly, I don't care what he has to say about this fucking challenge, but I'm just going to tag him anyway, just to make him feel like he's included in something. Because Lord knows he has way too much time on his hands. Next, I'll tag Jordan Jiggler, or whatever the fuck his stupid ass last name is. Fucking retarded, under reviews, influence dude, whatever the fuck his channel's called at this point. PP the Frog, whatever the fuck it is. Again, don't really care about his fucking opinion, but let's include him in BeerTube too, because he looks like he really needs some fucking friends at this point. His channel is fucking pathetic. I get more views than he does, and I don't fucking do beer reviews anymore. But my beer reviews still get more fucking views than he does on a regular basis. That's how sad he is. Fuck that guy. So that's two people. I will tag... God damn it. Simon Martin. Fuck you. I'll tag you, you fucking little midget motherfucker. You goddamn hobbit bitch. Yeah. I'm sure he'd have great answers. His answer would be whoever sent him beer that week. Whatever fucking brewery sent him beer that week. Oh, this is the style I really like, guys. Pip, fuck off. You fucking little midget cunt. But yeah, there you go. Simon Martin. You know, if you're not too busy getting on your high horse doing your little fucking editorials about the state of beer culture that you're clearly about 30 years behind at this point, have at it there, midget. Who else? Jay's already been tagged, Paul. Albino Rhino tagged him, but yeah, Tom the fucking beer whisperer, you know, the guy who's always got a glass of booze in his hand and swears he's not an alcoholic, but he probably is. Hey, he can fucking come up with some shit, I'm sure. Ha guys, I'm Tom the beer whisperer. Howdy ho, guys. I'll do myself some fucking desert island. Well, I don't actually answer these things because I'm so much more above doing reviews and giving scores. I just like talking about beer. I'm not one of these stupid kids. Yeah, fuck you, Tom. Oh, that's a good one, Paul. That's a good one. Fucking malted in Montreal. Let's hear what that fucking serial rapist looking guy has to say about it. I mean, he's so new into beer. Let's see what he has to say about fucking desert island beer questions. I'm sure that'll be illuminating. As illuminating as all the other ones I'm not going to watch. So, yeah, Paul, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you continue to have a good day. And anyone else who watches this, unless, of course, you were one of the people on the list that I insulted, I hope you have a terrible fucking day. And fuck you. But I'm going to get off this now, so tiddly-doo! Pip, and fuck off.